Now, ladies, I gotta ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate yourselves? And what do you feel like your self-worth is? And a lot of people, a lot of ladies in general, I think they have this grandiose, self-worth about themselves and things like that. Now, what makes you a 10? What makes you a 10? All right. Now to me, this is my ideal 10. A woman who's got her shit together, right? She's very up on her religious studies and stuff like that, Very well equipped with current events, what's going on in the world, can hold a good conversation. She keeps her body well, keeps her body nice and things like that, and keeps her body right. Whether she's a big girl or not, she, keeps her body tight. She's not no big sloppy motherfucker, right? And knows how to take care of, her children, her household, and things like that. Also, she can see, a brother for what he's really worth. She's not out there looking for that $1 million brother, because a lot of time when these brothers got all this money and all this shit that these women are looking for, their nose is up in the air, and so they're drowning. They don't know. Women gonna get with them, go drown with them, only because, she thinks she got this man, but all these other females are after this guy and shit like that and fuck her over. So at the end of the day, she's not going to be happy with that guy. All right. And, teach his own when it comes to height and weight and all that old type shit. But, that's a stand-up woman to me. That's a woman who's got it together. A woman who understands the simple things. A woman that's not out there when it comes to, spending money. Because a lot of the females feel like I got to have all these purses. I got to feel like I got to have all these shoes. And every time she sees something on TV, she's at you with it. And that's a stand-up woman to me. True woman ain't going to be watching TV and on the phone all the motherfucking time. Too much else shit to do in this world. And, yeah, I know that's a lot. But not really. A woman that's keen in theater and the arts and, and able to give prudence to the simple, that's not much. And so, ladies, what do you stack up there? What do you stack up? I remember one time a lady told me, I ain't trying to raise no more kids and all this old type shit, and, I don't need no man who ain't got it together. Right? What is it? What's together? You want a man with a job and all that old shit, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some men out there that's out there just struggling, they might not be dope fiends and shit like that. I might just be struggling. That man needs your help. And females are not willing to help a brother out, but a lot of these females be looking for a brother to help them out, And some females, when you got too much financial stability and shit like that, and you got all this shit, you can't see beyond what you got. Because you blinded yourself. You got this wall up, A lot of times, a lot of brothers need to be picked up and dust off, like some of you women do. A lot of these brothers need to be picked up and dust off, and, you might have you a gem. You might have you a king in the rough. I done found queens in the rough, then fucked it off, but, a lot of times, they be a king in the rough and females overlook it because, when they look on TV, they hear on the radio, they want this motherfucker already established and shit like that. They don't want to build. And then when the building takes place, some of these females ain't got the patience, to deal with a motherfucker while he's building. A lot of time things take patience. And so that's a level of female that I think that's super important. A woman that's able to have patience, and that can be patient when it comes to coming up. And like I said before, a lot of times we got everything we need at our disposal, but we always looking outside ourselves and outside what we have to achieve something. And a lot of times we don't never achieve it. We just like a dog chasing our tails, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch it. But, you know, did the dog really ever catches a tail? You know. And so, I don't know. Ladies, what do you stack up there, man? What do you stack up there? Because a lot of times is, you know, these ladies be having these grandiose expectations and shit like that. You know, girl, lady, if you got kids already, you know, you got, you know, you got a track record like a motherfucker, you know. You stay on your phone. You can't get off your phone. You know, you're always on the internet. You're always on YouTube or whatever the fuck, TikToking and all that old type shit. You know, you don't read or nothing. You know, you don't know nothing about religion or nothing like that. Only what you heard or whatever, whatnot. But you ain't did no study on yourself. And lady, you guys got it bad. You know, a lot of you ladies that's with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You guys want a lot, but you know, you got all this baggage, your damn selves. And that's what's going on today. Two people coming into relationships with baggage. You got baggage, I got baggage. All this goddamn luggage. How we gonna handle it? That's the secret, you know. And if a motherfucker ain't got some baggage that ain't too much, you gotta work with a motherfucker with it if you want to win. You know, whether that's a man or a woman. You gotta work with it if you want to win. And you gotta have patience with it, because shit don't happen overnight. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And they say it took God 7 days to build the earth. You know. So, you know, it just ain't going to happen overnight. Got to have some patience. A lot of you women ain't patient out there these days. A lot of you women ain't patient. A lot of you guys want it now, you know. A lot of you women want the biggest dick guys, want the guys with all the money and shit like that. But, you know. People don't know that's a pipe dream. It really is a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream. You got to build out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to build out there if you really want it. You build it, it will come. That's with your man, with your woman, everything. You build it will come. If you see a brother working at McDonald's, you ain't going to holler at him. He might be on his way up to manager and all that, on his way to owning the motherfucking McDonald's, but you ain't going to give him a time of day because he's working at McDonald's. Nigga might be looking good and everything, but you ain't going to give him a time of day because he's working at McDonald's. You know, because you got your mind on something else. But a nigga, he'll pop at a female working at McDonald's real quick. Especially if she's nice looking. You know, so, you know, where's all this equal stuff that we're supposed to be about? Where does all that lie? Because on one hand, the women, you know, they don't want no broke brothers and all that old shit struggling hard. But, you know, they want a brother to, you know, struggle with them, help them out, you know. And, you know your self-worth, really though. Stack yourself up. See what, you know, especially, you know, you're a big girl, you're overweight, you know, you might have to deal with some shit. You know, there's some chubby chasers out there, you know. And you might have to deal with some shit. You know, if you ain't, also, cleanliness is everything. Your hygiene, your teeth brush, all that old shit. You know, I know this female takes 3 or 4 showers a fucking week, and she works on a CNA job. I'm like, what the fuck, you funky? You can't wear your panties all day and not take a shower at the end of the night. Them panties gonna be, oh, that box gonna be funky than a motherfucker. Come on now. You know, at least wash that box. You know, under your titties and shit, get that clay. You know, but some of you women ain't understanding what it takes to, you know, to really hold, you know, some shit down, you know. And don't get me wrong, you know, all the niggas don't either. I ain't got all the motherfucking answers. But at the same time, I know if you got all this baggage about yourself, sisters, you know, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. You gotta cut. You know, when I say how do you stack up to 1 to 10, you gotta take some of them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come down to your 5 or your 6 level. You know, you got all these kids. You ain't got it together. You might be on welfare, all this old shit. You know, you might be getting food, all this old shit. You know, got all these dudes, got all this luggage. You know what I'm saying? Your past. You know what I'm saying? And all this old shit, you gotta figure it out. One, you know what I'm saying, keep your cleanliness up, keep your hygiene up, keep your house in order and all that old shit. Don't let a nigga come in your house and shit, and your shit ain't in order. You got hella motherfucking roaches and shit. You know what I'm saying? I met a female, she had hella motherfucking roaches, but she felt like she needed a dying piece of ass nigga. Like, what the fuck? You got roaches crawling on your wall, your food is nasty, your hella clothes, you know what I'm saying, when you go to the bathroom, just in the middle of the floor, like, bitch, what the fuck? You know, I don't know what's up with these females and shit, but these females is crazy than the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Clean all your motherfucking shit up, literally, in a very aspect in the meaning. Then you might be a 10. Rock beat, 3 on the motherfucking tree. How do you stack up, ladies?